As we age, the foods we choose every day can have a much greater impact on our overall health. Oatmeal has long been considered one of the healthiest breakfasts, filled with fiber and nutrients that support the heart and digestion. Yet, after 60, the way we prepare and eat oatmeal becomes especially important. Small mistakes that seem harmless can silently harm the body, particularly the kidneys, which are already more vulnerable with age. Paying attention to the details can make all the difference between oatmeal being a healing food or a hidden risk. One common mistake is adding too much sugar to oatmeal. Many people try to make it taste better by adding spoonfuls of sugar syrups or sweet toppings. This habit might make the bowl more enjoyable, but over time it raises blood sugar levels and can lead to diabetes-related complications. Since the kidneys work hard to filter the blood, high sugar levels force them to strain even more, eventually weakening their function. A healthier choice is to add fresh fruit or a small drizzle of honey instead of loading up on refined sweeteners. Another issue is relying heavily on instant oatmeal packets. They are quick and convenient, but most are packed with sodium and artificial flavorings. Excess sodium quietly raises blood pressure, which directly damages the kidneys. People over 60 often already struggle with blood pressure control, and this hidden salt only makes the problem worse. Choosing plain rolled oats or steel-cut oats gives the body the benefits without the added risks. Portion control is another area that gets overlooked. Oatmeal is healthy, but eating large bowls every day without balance can cause trouble. Too much fiber at once can upset digestion, and excessive carbohydrate intake still puts pressure on the body's systems. Moderation, along with a variety of foods, is what helps protect kidney function and overall health. A small to medium serving is usually enough to provide energy without burdening the body. The choice of toppings also matters. Dried fruits like raisins, apricots, or dates are often added for sweetness, but they are very high in potassium. For people with aging kidneys, high potassium levels can be dangerous and even lead to heart problems. Similarly, adding protein powders or heavy creamers may seem like a good idea, but too much protein or phosphorus-rich ingredients can also strain the kidneys. It is better to stick to lighter toppings like fresh berries, nuts in moderation, or seeds that provide balance without overloading the kidneys. Hydration plays a key role as well. Since oats absorb a lot of water, eating them without drinking enough fluids throughout the day can leave the body dehydrated. Dehydration is one of the simplest but most damaging stresses on the kidneys. At the same time, oatmeal eaten without healthy fats or proteins on the side can cause sudden spikes in blood sugar. These spikes slowly damage kidney function and overall metabolic health. Pairing oatmeal with a boiled egg, a few almonds or chia seeds can slow digestion and provide better balance. Finally, it is important to listen to the body. If oatmeal causes bloating, discomfort, or unusual changes in digestion or energy, those signs should not be ignored. After 60, the body changes, and foods that were once easy to handle may need to be adjusted. Paying attention to these small signals allows us to make better choices and protect long-term health. Oatmeal can remain a powerful ally in aging gracefully, but only if we prepare it wisely, eat it in moderation, and avoid the mistakes that silently harm our kidneys. Many people believe oatmeal is always healthy no matter how it is prepared, but this is not entirely true. The type of oats we choose and the way we make them can have a big impact on our health, especially after the age of 60. One mistake that often goes unnoticed is depending too much on instant oatmeal packets. They may be quick and convenient, but convenience often comes at a cost, and in this case, it can affect the kidneys in harmful ways. Instant oatmeal packets are usually processed to cook faster, but that processing removes some of the natural nutrients and changes the texture of the oats. To make up for flavor, companies add a variety of artificial flavorings, colorings, and preservatives. While these may not seem like a big deal, consuming them daily over years adds extra chemicals into the body that the kidneys must work hard to filter out. For aging kidneys, this additional workload can quietly cause long-term strain. Another hidden problem in instant oatmeal is sodium. Many flavored packets contain a surprisingly high amount of salt to enhance taste and shelf life. For older adults, high sodium intake is one of the most damaging habits, because it raises blood pressure and directly affects kidney function. High blood pressure is already a common issue after 60, and the sodium in these packets only makes it worse, often without people realizing the harm being done with what they think is a healthy breakfast. Sugar is another concern. Instant packets often contain more sugar than people expect. Flavors like maple and brown sugar, apple cinnamon, or peaches and cream sound healthy, but they are usually packed with refined sugar. This sugar spikes blood glucose levels, and over time, this can contribute to diabetes or worsen existing blood sugar problems. Since diabetes is a leading cause of kidney disease, this mistake can be especially harmful for those who already have kidney concerns. A better choice is to stick with plain rolled oats or steel, cut oats. These varieties are much less processed and contain more fiber and natural nutrients. They also allow you to control what you add, keeping the sodium and sugar content low. By choosing natural oats, you reduce the risk of hidden ingredients that damage the kidneys and instead give your body real nourishment that supports healthy aging. When preparing oats, it is also wise to flavor them naturally. Fresh fruits, nuts, seeds, or a small drizzle of honey can add taste without harming the kidneys. Unlike the artificial additives in instant packets, these natural toppings bring vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that actually help protect the body. This small change can turn oatmeal into a truly protective meal rather than one that slowly damages kidney health. The key message is that not all oatmeal is equal. While instant packets seem like an easy solution, their high sodium, sugar, and additives can silently harm the kidneys, especially after the age of 60. By choosing less processed oats and adding natural flavors, you can still enjoy the warmth and comfort of oatmeal without putting your health at risk. Making this switch may seem small, but it can have a powerful impact on kidney health and overall well-being as we grow older. When it comes to healthy eating, many people assume that if a food is good for you, then more of it must be even better. This is a common belief with oatmeal, because it is often recommended for heart health, cholesterol control, and digestion. People sometimes eat very large portions thinking they are doing their bodies a favor. But after the age of 60, this approach can backfire. Too much oatmeal at once can put unnecessary strain on the body, particularly on the kidneys, which work hard every day to process and filter what we consume. Large servings of oatmeal can overwhelm the digestive system. Oats are high in soluble fiber, which is excellent for keeping cholesterol under control and supporting bowel health. However, too much fiber in one sitting can cause bloating, gas, and discomfort. For older adults whose digestive systems may already be more sensitive, this discomfort can become a regular problem. What should be a gentle, nourishing meal may instead leave you feeling heavy or unwell. Beyond digestion, portion size matters because oats are still a carbohydrate-rich food. Eating too much at one time can cause a rapid rise in blood sugar levels. While oats have a lower glycemic index than many refined grains, a very large portion can still raise blood glucose, especially if it is eaten without protein or healthy fats to balance it. For older adults who may already struggle with blood sugar control, this becomes a hidden danger that can slowly damage kidney function. The kidneys are especially affected by overeating in general. Whenever we eat more than the body can easily process, the kidneys must work harder to filter out waste. With aging, kidney function naturally slows down, so asking them to deal with an oversized serving of oatmeal every day is like overloading a machine that is already running at reduced strength. Over time, this added strain can contribute to long-term kidney problems that could have been avoided with moderation. Another important aspect is calorie balance. Even though oatmeal is healthy, it still contains calories that add up quickly in large servings, especially if you add milk, nuts, or sweeteners. For someone trying to maintain a healthy weight after 60, these extra calories can sneak in unnoticed. Gaining weight places additional stress on the kidneys and the heart, creating a cycle of health challenges that could have been prevented with a smaller bowl. The key to protecting both digestion and kidney health is moderation. A moderate portion of oatmeal provides energy, fiber, and nutrients without overburdening the body. Pairing it with some protein, like a boiled egg, and healthy fats, such as seeds or a few nuts, makes it even more balanced and filling. This approach prevents blood sugar spikes, keeps you satisfied longer, and supports your kidneys by giving them a reasonable amount of work to handle. In the end, the lesson is simple: even the healthiest foods lose their benefits when eaten in excess. After 60, the goal is not to eat as much healthy food as possible, but to eat it in the right amounts. By keeping oatmeal portions modest and balanced, you protect your digestion, manage your blood sugar, and reduce the burden on your kidneys. This small act of moderation can make a big difference in maintaining health and energy as you age. Dried fruits are often seen as a natural and healthy choice to add sweetness and texture to oatmeal. They are small, convenient, and packed with flavor, which makes them a popular topping. Many people sprinkle raisins, apricots, dates, or prunes into their morning bowl without giving it much thought. While dried fruits do contain vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants, they also carry risks that become more significant with age, particularly after 60, when kidney function is not as strong as it once was. One of the main concerns with dried fruits is their high potassium content. Potassium is an essential mineral that helps regulate heart rhythm, muscle function, and fluid balance in the body. However, when consumed in excess, especially in people with weakened kidney function, potassium levels in the blood can rise too high. This condition, known as hyperkalemia, can be dangerous and even life-threatening if not managed properly. The kidneys are responsible for maintaining the right balance of potassium in the blood. But as we grow older, the kidneys naturally lose some of their efficiency. This means that eating foods extremely rich in potassium, like many dried fruits, can overwhelm the body's ability to process and filter out the excess. High potassium levels can cause irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, and in severe cases, sudden cardiac problems. Another issue is portion control. Dried fruits are very concentrated because the water has been removed. A small handful of raisins, for example, contains the same amount of sugar and potassium as a much larger portion of fresh grapes. This makes it very easy to eat more than intended. What seems like just a little topping on your oatmeal can actually be a large dose of sugar and minerals that strain the kidneys unnecessarily. It is also important to remember that many packaged dried fruits have added sugar or preservatives to enhance taste and shelf life. These additives increase the overall sugar load, contributing to blood sugar spikes that can harm the kidneys over time. For older adults who may already have diabetes or pre-diabetes, this combination of excess sugar and potassium can be especially risky when eaten regularly. A safer choice is to use fresh fruit instead of dried fruit when sweetening oatmeal. Fresh fruits like berries, apples, or pears provide natural sweetness, hydration, and fiber without the same level of concentrated potassium. They are easier on the kidneys, less likely to cause sharp blood sugar rises, and still deliver the vitamins and antioxidants the body needs. By making this simple switch, you get the flavor and health benefits without the hidden dangers. The bottom line is that while dried fruits may seem like a harmless addition, they can pose serious risks for those over 60, particularly when kidney health is already vulnerable. Being mindful of portion sizes, avoiding added sugars, and choosing fresh fruits instead can help keep oatmeal both delicious and safe. With a little care, you can enjoy your morning bowl without putting unnecessary strain on your kidneys and overall health. Adding protein to oatmeal has become a popular habit in recent years. Many people stir in protein powders or add multiple high-protein toppings to make their breakfast feel stronger and more filling. While protein is an important nutrient that helps maintain muscles, bones, and energy, there is a limit to how much the body can handle, especially after the age of 60. Too much protein, particularly from powders and supplements, can become more harmful than helpful, putting extra stress on the kidneys. The kidneys play a vital role in processing protein. Every time we consume protein, the body breaks it down into amino acids, and the waste byproducts are filtered out through the kidneys. When protein intake is consistently higher than what the body needs, the kidneys must work harder to filter this excess waste. For someone younger, the kidneys may still be strong enough to handle it, but as we age, kidney function naturally declines. This means that piling on protein without caution can lead to unnecessary strain. Protein powders in particular can be a problem because they are highly concentrated. A single scoop can deliver the same amount of protein as an entire meal. Mixing this into oatmeal every morning, especially alongside milk, nuts, or seeds, can quickly push daily protein intake far beyond what is actually needed. For older adults, the risks of overdoing it include dehydration, kidney stress, and in some cases, long-term kidney damage if the habit continues unchecked. Another issue with protein powders is that not all of them are clean or safe. Many commercial brands contain additives, artificial sweeteners, or excess sugars. These ingredients can further affect kidney health, especially if consumed daily. While the goal may be to build strength or maintain muscle mass, The hidden additives may actually create more problems than they solve. It is important to remember that protein needs after 60 are different from younger years. While older adults do benefit from enough protein to support muscle and prevent weakness, the amount required is moderate, not extreme. Getting protein from natural sources like eggs, beans, yogurt, fish, or lean meats is far safer and easier for the body to process compared to relying heavily on powders. A balanced meal with oats, a few nuts, and perhaps a boiled egg can provide steady protein without overwhelming the kidneys. Balance is the key. Oatmeal works best as a gentle, fiber-rich base that supports digestion and heart health. Turning it into a heavy, high-protein shake in a bowl removes the balance and puts unnecessary pressure on the body. Combining oats with moderate, natural protein sources allows the kidneys to function normally while still giving the body the nutrition it needs. This approach not only protects kidney health but also supports energy, weight management, and overall well-being. The takeaway is that more protein is not always better, especially in later years. Adding too much protein powder to oatmeal may seem harmless, but it can quietly damage kidney health over time. Choosing natural sources, keeping portions moderate, and focusing on variety will ensure that oatmeal remains a safe, nourishing, and balanced meal rather than one that puts unnecessary stress on the body. Oatmeal is well known for its ability to soak up liquid during cooking. This is what gives it that soft, creamy texture people enjoy at breakfast. However, what many do not realize is that because oatmeal absorbs so much water, the body needs to replenish those fluids later in the day. After 60, when the body's natural sense of thirst often becomes weaker, it is very easy to forget to drink enough water. This simple mistake can gradually lead to dehydration, which places a heavy burden on the kidneys. The kidneys depend on water to function properly. Their main job is to filter waste and toxins out of the blood and flush them away in urine. Without enough fluid in the body, the kidneys cannot carry out this task efficiently. Waste materials may begin to build up, and over time this creates stress that weakens kidney function. For older adults, who may already have reduced kidney capacity, even mild dehydration can have noticeable effects. Dehydration also affects blood pressure, circulation, and digestion. When the body lacks fluids, blood becomes thicker, and this forces the kidneys and heart to work harder to keep it moving. For someone over 60, this extra strain can contribute to fatigue, dizziness, and long-term health complications. What seems like a simple lack of water can actually create a chain reaction of problems, all of which are preventable by staying properly hydrated. Another issue is that oatmeal itself can feel filling because it expands with liquid. This makes some people believe they have taken in enough fluids when, in reality, the water has been absorbed by the oats and is not available to hydrate the body. Relying on the water content of oatmeal or milk alone is not enough. Without additional fluids, the body is still running on a shortage, and this shortage quietly harms kidney function. Older adults may also avoid drinking too much water because they do not want to wake up at night for bathroom trips, or because they feel full quickly. While this is understandable, it is still important to find ways to take in enough fluids throughout the day. Sipping water slowly, drinking herbal teas, or eating water-rich foods like cucumbers and melons can help maintain hydration without causing discomfort. Hydration is also essential for preventing kidney stones, which become more common with age. When the body is dehydrated, minerals and salts in the urine can clump together and form painful stones. These not only cause severe discomfort, but can also damage the kidneys further. Drinking enough fluids each day is one of the simplest and most effective ways to prevent this problem. The solution is to be intentional about hydration. If oatmeal is part of your breakfast, make sure to follow it with a glass of water and continue drinking fluids throughout the day. Aim for steady intake rather than drinking a large amount all at once. By making hydration a priority, you protect your kidneys, support your circulation, and ensure that your oatmeal truly serves its purpose as a healthy and nourishing meal. Many people enjoy making their oatmeal richer and creamier by adding heavy cream, flavored milk, or even condensed milk. At first, this seems like a harmless way to improve the taste, but after 60, these additions can bring hidden risks. The kidneys, which work every day to filter waste and maintain balance in the body, can be quietly harmed by the ingredients found in these products. What feels like a small choice for flavor can actually become a daily burden on kidney health over time. One of the biggest concerns with creamers and flavored milk is phosphorus. These products often contain high levels of phosphorus, either naturally or as additives. While phosphorus is an important mineral for bones and energy, too much of it can build up in the blood if the kidneys are not working at full strength. After 60, kidney function often declines naturally, which makes it harder to remove excess phosphorus. High phosphorus levels can weaken bones, damage blood vessels, and increase the risk of heart disease. In addition to phosphorus, many flavored milks and creamers also contain high amounts of sugar. Whether it is chocolate milk, vanilla, flavored cream, or sweetened condensed milk, these products often carry more sugar than people realize. Excess sugar raises blood glucose levels, which over time damages kidney tissues and raises the risk of diabetes-related kidney disease. For older adults who may already have trouble keeping blood sugar balanced, this hidden sugar load adds even more risk. Another factor to consider is the fat content in heavy cream. While some healthy fats are necessary for the body, heavy cream is filled with saturated fats. Consuming too much of it increases cholesterol levels, which in turn affects circulation and kidney health. Since the kidneys depend on strong blood flow to function properly, narrowing of the blood vessels from cholesterol buildup can slowly reduce their efficiency. Many commercial creamers also contain artificial flavors, thickeners, and preservatives that the body does not truly need. The kidneys are responsible for filtering out these chemicals, so adding them daily through your morning oatmeal only increases their workload. Over years, this small habit of adding creamers can contribute to a decline in kidney performance, often without noticeable symptoms until the damage has already advanced. A healthier alternative is to prepare oatmeal with water, unsweetened almond milk, or plain low-fat milk in small amounts. These options provide creaminess without the heavy load of sugar, phosphorus, and saturated fats. You can also add flavor naturally with cinnamon, nutmeg, or fresh fruit, which not only improves taste but also supports overall health. By making these small adjustments, you protect your kidneys while still enjoying a satisfying breakfast. The main point is that creamers and flavored milk may seem harmless, but after 60, they can quietly add to kidney strain and other health problems. Being mindful of these ingredients and choosing lighter, more natural alternatives ensures that your oatmeal remains a nourishing meal instead of a hidden source of risk. With just a few changes, you can keep the comfort and warmth of oatmeal while also protecting your kidneys for the years ahead. Oatmeal is often praised for being one of the best sources of soluble fiber, which helps lower cholesterol, supports digestion, and provides steady energy. However, one mistake many people make, especially after 60, is relying only on oats for their daily fiber. While oats are beneficial, they do not provide the full variety of fibers and nutrients that the body needs. Eating the same thing every day without balance can eventually create digestive strain and nutrient gaps that affect overall health. Fiber is not just one thing. There are two main types: soluble fiber, which oats provide, and insoluble fiber, which is found in vegetables, seeds, nuts, and the skins of many fruits. Soluble fiber helps soften stool and regulate cholesterol, while insoluble fiber adds bulk and keeps the digestive system moving. When someone eats only oatmeal every day without adding other fiber sources, the balance between soluble and insoluble fiber is lost. This imbalance can cause constipation or irregular digestion. Another issue with relying only on oats is the lack of variety in nutrients. While oatmeal provides important minerals like manganese and magnesium, it is not rich in vitamins such as vitamin C or a wide range of antioxidants. Vegetables and fruits provide these nutrients, which are essential for protecting the body against inflammation, supporting the immune system, and maintaining kidney health. Without this variety, the body may be more vulnerable to illness and age-related decline. Seeds such as chia flax and pumpkin seeds are excellent companions to oatmeal because they provide not only insoluble fiber, but also omega-3 fatty acids, protein, and minerals. Adding a spoonful of seeds can balance the bowl, making it more nourishing and easier to digest. Fresh fruits like berries or apples bring natural sweetness along with vitamins and antioxidants, while nuts add healthy fats that help regulate blood sugar levels. This kind of balance transforms oatmeal into a complete meal rather than a one-dimensional food. Without this balance, older adults may experience more than just digestive discomfort. A diet that lacks fiber diversity can affect cholesterol control, blood sugar regulation, and even kidney health. The kidneys benefit from a diet that reduces inflammation and keeps blood sugar steady, but oats alone cannot provide all of the tools the body needs for protection. By mixing different fiber-rich foods, the body gets the full spectrum of nutrients that support long-term health. It is also worth noting that balance in fiber intake prevents overdependence on one type of food. When oats are eaten in large amounts without other sources of fiber, they can sometimes make the stomach feel heavy or lead to bloating. This can discourage people from eating as much fiber as they should overall. Adding a variety of textures and flavors, such as crunchy seeds or juicy fruit, makes the meal more enjoyable while also keeping digestion smoother. The lesson is simple: oatmeal is an excellent base, but it should not be the whole story. By adding vegetables, fruits, seeds, and nuts, you create a meal that nourishes the body from every angle. After 60, when the body's needs become more delicate, this balance is especially important for protecting digestion, stabilizing blood sugar, and supporting kidney health. A bowl of oats on its own is good, but a balanced bowl of oats is far better for long-term well-being. Oatmeal is often seen as a steady and reliable source of energy, but the way it is eaten can make a big difference in how the body reacts. Many people eat a plain bowl of oatmeal on its own, thinking it is light and healthy. While oats do contain fiber that slows digestion, they are also high in carbohydrates. When eaten without any protein or healthy fats, they can cause blood sugar levels to rise quickly. For someone over 60, whose body may not regulate blood sugar as efficiently as before, this can lead to repeated spikes that harm long-term health. Blood sugar spikes occur when glucose enters the bloodstream faster than the body can process it. Oats, particularly quick oats or overcooked oatmeal, break down more quickly and raise glucose faster than expected. When this happens frequently, it places stress on many organs, including the kidneys. The kidneys must work harder to filter the blood, and over time, this extra strain can weaken them. This is one reason why people with diabetes are closely monitored for kidney health. These spikes also affect energy levels. At first, a person may feel a burst of energy after eating a plain bowl of oats, but as blood sugar drops, fatigue and hunger return quickly. This cycle encourages overeating or snacking on sugary foods, which only adds to the problem. For older adults, such swings in energy and appetite can interfere with maintaining a healthy weight and balanced nutrition, both of which are critical for protecting the kidneys. The solution is to pair oatmeal with protein and healthy fats, which slow digestion and create a steadier release of glucose into the blood. For example, adding a boiled egg, a spoonful of nut butter, or a sprinkle of chia or flax seeds can transform a simple bowl of oats into a balanced meal. This balance helps maintain stable blood sugar, prevents cravings, and reduces the stress placed on the kidneys. It is also important to pay attention to portion size and type of oats. Steel, cut oats and rolled oats digest more slowly than instant varieties, making them a better choice for blood sugar control. Smaller portions eaten with healthy toppings create a meal that not only tastes good but also supports kidney function by avoiding sharp rises in glucose. These small adjustments can make a big difference in how the body responds to oatmeal. For older adults, keeping blood sugar steady is about more than just avoiding diabetes. High glucose levels over time can damage blood vessels, nerves, and kidney tissues, even in people who are not officially diabetic. This silent damage can progress without obvious symptoms until the kidneys are already weakened. Preventing these spikes through better meal planning is a simple but powerful step in protecting long-term health. The overall message is that oatmeal remains an excellent food, but it must be eaten in the right way. By combining it with protein and healthy fats, choosing less processed varieties, and watching portion sizes, you can enjoy its benefits without the risks. After 60, every choice at the table matters more, and learning how to avoid blood sugar spikes from oatmeal is one of the easiest ways to protect both energy and kidney health. As we grow older, one of the most important skills we can develop is paying close attention to the signals our bodies send us. Foods that were once easy to digest may begin to cause discomfort, and meals that once gave energy may suddenly leave us feeling tired or bloated. Oatmeal, while generally considered a healthy food, is no exception. After the age of 60, it becomes even more important to notice how our bodies respond to each bowl, because those small signals can be early warnings of deeper health issues. Bloating is one of the most common complaints people have with oatmeal. While the fiber in oats is beneficial, It can sometimes be difficult for older digestive systems to process, especially if eaten in large amounts or without enough water. If bloating or gas becomes a regular issue after eating oatmeal, it may not mean the food is bad, but it could suggest that the body is struggling to handle that much fiber at once. Ignoring this discomfort could lead to ongoing digestive stress. Changes in energy levels after eating oatmeal can also reveal important information. If a meal of oats leaves someone feeling sluggish, shaky, or unusually hungry soon after, it may be a sign of blood sugar fluctuations. For people over 60, these fluctuations are more than just an inconvenience. They can be an early indicator of diabetes risk or declining kidney health. By noticing and adjusting how oatmeal is prepared, such as adding protein or reducing sugar, these spikes and crashes can often be managed. Kidney function, too, can reveal itself through subtle signs. If oatmeal topped with dried fruits or protein powders leads to feelings of heaviness, muscle cramps, or unusual tiredness, it may point to problems with processing excess potassium, protein, or phosphorus. These are not symptoms to ignore, especially in older adults. The body's quiet messages often show up in small ways long before medical tests detect a problem. Another signal to watch for is bowel changes. If oatmeal causes constipation, diarrhea, or irregularity, it could mean that the fiber balance is off or that hydration levels are too low. Instead of dismissing these changes as normal, they should be viewed as guidance to adjust portion size, add more variety, or increase fluid intake. Listening to these signs helps protect digestive health and prevents small issues from becoming bigger concerns. It is also important to remember that everyone's body is different. While oatmeal may be perfect for one person, it may not work as well for another. There is no single food that is right for everyone at every stage of life. By paying attention to personal signals, people over 60 can learn what combinations, portion sizes, and preparations suit them best. This kind of self-awareness allows oatmeal to remain a nourishing food without becoming a source of discomfort or risk. The overall lesson is simple but powerful. Do not ignore your body's voice. Discomfort, fatigue, or unusual reactions are not random. They are messages worth hearing. By paying attention, adjusting habits, and making thoughtful choices, you can continue to enjoy oatmeal in a way that supports health instead of harming it. After 60, listening to these small signals can make the difference between thriving and struggling, and it is one of the best tools for protecting the kidneys and overall well-being.